Now, India has been the largest troop contributor to the United Nations peacekeeping mission since its very inception. So far, India has taken part in well over 43 peacekeeping missions. And WION is on ground zero, exploring what it takes for the Indian Army personnel to serve in a foreign land. Now, WION is the only channel that's covering the Indian peacekeeping troops in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And also the path to peace in Congo has multiple hurdles along the way. One of the many roadblocks that's faced by the Indian peacekeeping troops is having to traverse distances across the war-torn country. Covering 3 kilometers in Congo can actually take as much as an hour or more given the bad condition of roads, rather the lack of road infrastructure. WION's Kartikeya Sharma spoke to Colonel Rajiv Bhandari, who explains as to how this affects the planning and execution of their operations. Take a look.
This is to give an idea what a challenge transport in Congo can be. Imagine you have a map here, which is giving you a sense of kilometer, but the important part is that it relies on the sense of time for you to understand that what will be the operational depth, operational movement. Now look at this map. It says 2 kilometers, 8 minutes. 6 kilometers, 24 minutes. 3 kilometers, 60 minutes. So depending on the road, imagine how bad the road can be that you can take 1 hour to cross 3 kilometers. On this issue, I am joined by Lieutenant Colonel Rajiv Bhandari. So how come so much time is required for distances like 4 kilometers, 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers? Is it because the roads are non-existent or they're not maintained properly?
Firstly, the infrastructure in this country is very, very bad. And as we have to plan all our operations, whatever operations we take, we have to plan. Now, because the conditions of the road are so bad, so we have to take time into consideration. For example, you see here, like from Kiwanja to Nyamilima, it is 43 kilometers. It takes 2 hours and 35 minutes. And let me tell you, this is one of the better roads in this area. Now, Kiwanja to Goma is 80 kilometers. Goma is a hub of this place. Yes. So Kiwanja to Goma is 80 kilometers, but it takes more than 5 hours to travel that distance. You take an example, Delhi, Jaipur.
That's not good news for me.
Yeah, of course. You take example of Delhi, Jaipur, 270 kilometers. You take 4 hours maximum. By your vehicles, you take 4 hours to do that 270 kilometers. But here, it takes you 5 hours to complete that journey. So that takes a lot of time to plan our operations.
You know, it's like, as I was saying, 3 kilometers, 60 minutes. 8 kilometers, 2 hours, 3 minutes. I'll ask my camera person to pan here. If you look at certain distances, you know, 4 kilometers, it's good 15 minutes, but there are certain distances which are like absolutely mind-boggling. Like for example, you have given time for this 2 kilometer stretch, which is 8 minutes, which means that every operation has to have a sense of time rather than the sense of kilometer.
Exactly. I must clarify one more thing here, that the red line you see, this is the road, and that this dotted line you see, these are the tracks. These are the foot tracks. So no vehicle can ply on this tracks. So that is why this is saying that 3 kilometers, 60 minutes. So you take so much time to cover this distance. The infrastructure, as far as the roads are concerned, is non-existent in this area. And it takes a huge impact on our operations, and that is why when we go on we have to go on our SCDs, because we cannot go there in time. So we have to plonk ourselves there so that we can do outreach and engagement with the population, and that is why our hepters also have to take in
But
effort.
then you have certain areas which is again it's like 2 kilometers 10 minutes when you go out of Tongo. Or for example, where you have listed 6 kilometers, 30 minutes, and these are all main roads. Now, which means that unless and until you have a sense of time, you will not be able to plan anything operational here for the United Nations peacekeeping mission.
Exactly. You are very correct. And let me also tell you that Goma to Rutshru, which is going to Rwanda, this is the national highway. This is the RN2. So imagine the kind of condition of a national highway. So that takes a lot of our time and effort.
Thank you, Rajiv, for giving us this perspective. So this was to make people understand that the peacekeeping work in Congo has its own challenges, apart from security or apart from the fact that the local population has to be engaged. The challenge in itself is in the physical infrastructure, that the roads don't exist in this country. With camera person Manish Srivastav, Kartikeya Sharma from Congo for WION.